Today's video, it's not really an easy video to make. And truthfully, it's probably one of the hardest videos that I've made thus far. Well, hi guys. First things first. Today I started my weight loss journey. I accepted a challenge from Oh That's Lori, a fellow YouTuber. So if you haven't checked her out, go ahead and check her out. And today is day one. So far, so good. But pray for my family. I am a carb addict. After about 3 days with no sugar and no carbs, I get a little testy. So pray for them. Stormy, not now. Back to what I was saying. Today's video, it's not really an easy video to make. And truthfully, it's probably one of the hardest videos that I've made thus far. Today I am Stormy. Lay down. Today I am really. Today I am taking off the mask. And what I mean is, I am going to be very transparent and honest about where I am mentally. As you guys know, I've been through quite a bit in my life. I've had lots of loss. I've had an abusive past. I'm an abuse survivor. I have had just lots of trauma in my life. I grew up with a drug addicted father. And that was, things, growing up, you're told, not to talk about things. Like it wasn't really a secret, but it just wasn't talked about. And then just having no safe space to be able to express how you feel and, what you go through, what you've experienced. And all of that over time, it takes a toll on you. Okay, so I had to get rid of Stormy because she was still in the show. Back to what I was saying. Today I am taking off the mask and getting real about my mental health. For many years I've been walking around feeling like I'm wearing a mask. The crystal that everyone else sees is the crystal that I allow people to see. Sometimes it's not the real crystal. I'm very introverted. I've always been a very quiet person. But I'm one of those people that, I put on a brave face for everyone else. Because no one needs to really, really know how I really feel. But it's time for that to stop. It's time for me to, get serious about my mental health, so that I could be the best version of myself that I could possibly be. It's time, I feel like it's time for me to take off the mask and to be open and honest and transparent, because the crystal that everyone sees is, positive and happy and, but the truth is I am happy. And I am a very positive thinker. And I try to find the good in everything. And I think that the positive thinking is what has kept me sane all of these years. But I realized I have been living life in survival mode, and I want to get out of survival mode and I want to live. So in doing that, I need to get, honest about where I'm at mentally, what I'm feeling, and then go get the help that I know that I need. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with getting help. There is absolutely nothing wrong with talking to a therapist or a social worker or a counselor or, a clergyman. People, it's this stigma. We have this stigma. I don't know if it's in every community, but I know for sure there is a stigma in the Black community, that we believe that we don't need help. And I am here to call bullshit. Um, I think we probably need it more than anyone. Um, I don't know about you, but I have spent my entire life here in the city of Detroit. And in the city of Detroit, you live in survival mode. And, you're defensive all of the time. There is no relaxing, there is no letting go. You cannot be off guard in this city. And, that also has really, really affected my mind and my mindset. Okay. I have been conditioned my entire life to be quiet. And after 43 years of being quiet, I finally feel free enough and open enough, to be able to share, to not only be able to share, my thoughts and my feelings, but to be able to share my story. I have a story to tell. And, it's all in me, getting comfortable enough to share. And thanks to, this platform now, I have been able to share a little bit of my story. And I guess as time go on, I'll continue to share. I've dealt with years of trauma. I've dealt with some pretty big losses. And I'm still grieving those losses, because one thing that's for sure, you never stop grieving. I'm grieving the loss of my father. And he died when I was 14, 15 years old. And now here it is, almost 30 years later, and I'm still grieving that loss. The loss of my daughter, my firstborn. These are things that you never get over. My baby, when she left here, she was 7 years old. She died of childhood cancer. I don't talk about it much, but these are things that we never get over. We learn to live with them. We never get over them. And then now, the latest loss is the loss of my children's father. And that, I realized, impacted me a lot more than I thought it would. Just for the fact that when we had these children, we came to the agreement that no matter what happened between us, we would raise these children together. So when I got that call from the medical examiner's office, I screamed and I cried. And the first thing I said to the lady on the phone was, "We have these babies. What am I supposed to do now?" And, of course, she couldn't answer that. And, I really didn't expect her to. But it impacted me a lot more than you ever thought it would. This past 2 years have been extremely rough. We are now 24 months into this pandemic. At this point, I believe everyone's mental state should be in question. Um, but lately, I've just been, just feeling just down and tired. I have this loss of interest in food. I have this, um, I toss and turn when I'm in the bed, so I have lots of restless nights. And then, it's hard some days for me to get up in the morning. Um, I also have this loss of interest in things that I normally would enjoy. Cooking is something that I love to do. Lately, I have kind of lost interest in cooking. Crafting is something that I've always enjoyed. I am a very crafty person. And lately, I just haven't felt like I've wanted to do it. And this here, it was a revelation to me that, okay, Crystal, you're not doing the things that you normally would do. You're not even enjoying the things that you would normally do. And it's time. It's time for me to get the help that I need so that I can get back to the life that I enjoy. And so that I could come out of this mental state of being in survival mode and start living this thing we call life. Mental health is very stigmatized in the Black community, and it shouldn't be that way. We should be able to open up, and we should be able to talk about what's bothering us and how we're feeling. Um, so yeah, that was my reason for opening up. I want to take the mask off. I want people to see that, there's more to me than just this smiling face and this positivity. It's some real deep shit going on behind this mask. Um, yeah. So I thank you so much for watching. I thank you for being there. And I will see you guys again real soon. Mwah. Love you.